Today, we're diving into the exciting world of noun clauses, those sneaky little clauses that function as nouns in a sentence. They may seem like the undercover agents of the grammar world, but fear not. By the time we're done, you'll be a noun clause expert, ready to use them with confidence and flair. It's like having a secret weapon in your language arsenal, allowing you to express complex ideas and add variety to your sentences. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's explore the fascinating realm of noun clauses together. Get ready to become a noun clause ninja. Part 1. What are noun clauses? The undercover nouns. First things first, let's define what a noun clause is. Noun clauses are like the undercover nouns of the grammar world, disguising themselves as clauses but functioning as nouns in a sentence. They're often introduced by the word that, which is why they're sometimes called that clauses. But don't be fooled. Not all noun clauses start with that. They're like the chameleons of the clause family, adapting to different forms and structures. These clauses can function as the subject or object of a sentence, just like a regular noun. It's like they're the grammatical shapeshifters, taking on different roles to suit the needs of the sentence. Here's an example. That Tom can't come is disappointing. In this sentence, that Tom can't come is the noun clause acting as the subject. It's like the noun clause is the star of the show, taking center stage in the sentence. Part 2. Noun clauses as subjects. The placeholder pronouns. When a noun clause is the subject of a sentence, the sentence usually starts with the pronoun it. It's like it is the placeholder pronoun, holding the spot for the real subject, which is the noun clause. It's known as an anticipatory it, because it's like a grammatical appetizer, whetting our appetite for the main course, the noun clause. The most common structure is it plus be, seem, plus adjective. Noun clause. It's like a recipe for creating a delicious grammatical dish. For instance, it's fantastic that you got the job. It seems unlikely that they'll finish on time. Some adjectives, like essential, can be followed by that plus subject plus should. It's like they're the bossy adjectives, telling the subject what it should do. For example, it is essential that everyone should know the safety procedures. Another way to express this is it plus be, seem, plus a plus noun clause. It's like the noun is the host, introducing the noun clause to the party. Common nouns used in this construction include mercy, miracle, nuisance, pity, shame, relief, wonder, and a good thing. They're like the VIP nouns, rolling out the red carpet for the noun clause. For example, it's a shame that they couldn't make it to the wedding. It's a relief that the project is finally over. Part 3. Noun clauses after adjectives and participles, the emotion expanders. Noun clauses can also follow certain adjectives or participles. It's like they're the emotion expanders, adding depth and detail to the feelings expressed in the sentence. The structure is subject plus be plus adjective, past participle, plus noun clause. It's like a grammatical equation, with the noun clause as the solution. This works with adjectives expressing emotion, like delighted, glad, pleased, relieved, and sorry. They're like the happy and sad faces of the adjective world, showing how the subject feels about the noun clause. For example, I am delighted that you passed your exam. It also works with adjectives or participles expressing anxiety, confidence, or awareness, such as afraid, anxious, aware, certain, confident, conscious, and convinced. They're like the worry-warts and know-it-alls of the adjective family, expressing the subject's state of mind about the noun clause. For instance, she is afraid that she won't be able to attend the conference. Are you certain that this is the right direction? Note that anxious requires that plus subject plus should. It's like anxious is the demanding adjective, insisting on a specific structure for the noun clause. For example, I'm anxious that everyone should feel welcome at the event. Part 4. Noun clauses after nouns. The abstract ambassadors. Noun clauses can also be placed after a variety of abstract nouns. It's like these nouns are the abstract ambassadors, representing complex ideas and introducing the noun clause to the sentence. Some of the most common ones are allegation, announcement, belief, discovery, fact, fear, guarantee, hope, knowledge, promise, proposal, report, rumor, suggestion, and suspicion. They're like the who's who of the noun world, each with its own unique personality and role in the sentence. Here are a few examples to illustrate their power. The announcement that the company was downsizing caused a lot of anxiety among employees. The rumor that they were getting married turned out to be false. Keep in mind that proposal and suggestion require that plus subject plus should. It's like they're the bossy nouns, dictating the structure of the noun clause that follows them. For instance, the suggestion that we should take a different approach was met with enthusiasm. Part 5. Noun clauses as objects of verbs. The verb companions. Many verbs can be followed by noun clauses acting as their objects. It's like these verbs are the social butterflies of the grammar world, always eager to have a noun clause companion by their side. Some of the most useful ones are acknowledge, admit, advise, agree, announce, assume, believe, claim, consider, decide, discover, doubt, expect, feel, forget, guarantee, hope, imagine, imply, know, learn, mean, notice, promise, propose, prove, realize, recognize, remember, reveal, say, see, suggest, suppose, teach, tell, think, understand, and warn. They're like the who's who of the verb world, each with its own unique personality and preferences. For example, she admitted that she had made a mistake. They promised that they would finish the project by Friday. Many of these verbs can also be followed by other constructions, like infinitives or gerunds. But the meaning may change slightly. It's like they're the versatile verbs, adapting to different grammatical environments and conveying subtle nuances. For instance, he saw her answering the letters. He watched her doing this. He saw that she answered the letters. He noticed that she did this, or he made sure she did this by supervising. Part 6. Special cases with noun clauses. The grammar exceptions. There are a few special cases to keep in mind when using noun clauses. These cases are like the grammar exceptions, the quirky individuals that don't quite fit the mold but add character and depth to the language. Verbs like appear, happen, occur, seem, and turn out require it as the subject. It's like they're the it crowd, demanding a specific pronoun to introduce the noun clause. For example, it appears that we have arrived on the wrong day. It occurred to me that he might not be telling the truth. Some verbs like agree, arrange, beg, command, decide, demand, determine, order, resolve, and urge can be followed by that plus subject plus should instead of an infinitive construction. It's like they're the bossy verbs, insisting on a particular structure for the noun clause. For instance, they agreed that a new policy should be implemented. He urged that the matter should be resolved quickly. Other verbs like ask, find out, forget, know, learn, remember, say, see, tell, think, and wonder can be followed by noun clauses starting with question words like what, when, where, who, why, or how. It's like they're the curious verbs, always seeking answers and explanations. For example, she asked where she should park her car. I wonder how he managed to solve the problem so quickly. Part 7. Using so and not to replace noun clauses, the shortcut substitutes. In some cases, you can use so or not to replace a noun clause after certain verbs and expressions. It's like they're the shortcut substitutes, stepping in to save time and space in the sentence. After verbs like believe, expect, suppose, and think, and after it appears, seems, you can use so for an affirmative response and not for a negative one. It's like so and not are the yes and no of the grammar world, providing quick and easy answers. For instance, will they finish the project on time? I believe so. I believe they will. Is the store open today? I don't think so. I don't think it is. After hope and be afraid, you can use so for an affirmative response and not for a negative one, but with an affirmative verb. It's like so and not are playing a game of opposites, agreeing or disagreeing with the hoped-for outcome. For example, did he pass the exam? I hope so. I hope he did. Have they canceled the event? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid they haven't. After say and tell, you can use so with an affirmative or negative verb, but the meaning changes slightly. It's like so is a shapeshifter, adapting its meaning to the context of the sentence. For instance, Tom said so. Tom said that this was the case or that this would happen. Tom didn't say so. Tom didn't say that this was the case or that this would happen. Tom said not. Tom said that this was not the case or that this would not happen. Mastering the use of noun clauses, your grammar toolbox. Wow, we've covered a lot about noun clauses today. It's like we've been on a deep dive into the fascinating world of these versatile grammatical constructions, exploring their different forms, functions, and quirks. We've learned how noun clauses can function as subjects or objects in a sentence, how they can follow certain adjectives, participles, and nouns, and how we can use so and not to replace them in some cases. It's like we've been filling our grammar toolbox with a wide array of noun clause tools, each one designed for a specific purpose and context.
Noun clauses undercover in our speech, disguised as subjects, objects they can reach. That Tom can't come starts the show. As subject it stands, now you know. Oh, noun clauses, grammar's secret stars, expanding thoughts near and far. It seems that I wonder why noun clauses make our language fly. After it's they love to appear. It's fantastic that you're here. Abstract nouns like hope and fear invite noun clauses to draw near. Oh, noun clauses, grammar's secret stars, expanding thoughts near and far. It seems that I wonder why noun clauses make our language fly. Verbs like admit, believe, and claim take noun clauses in their aim. She admitted that she made a mistake. These clauses companions verbs will take. So and not can step right in. I think so, the short form when peers occurs and seems wanted. It appears that makes the sentence fit. Is grammar's secret stars, expanding thoughts near and far. It seems that I wonder why noun clauses make our language fly. From what What to, where, who to, how. Question words, lead clauses now. Master these and you will see your English soar with grammar.